Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about toxicity. I hope you will find it interesting and useful when you organize your home and your life, your environment at all. Before that, I would like to start with one disclaimer, and I will use a quote which is usually attributed to Einstein. So Einstein says that the outcome we seek is often influenced by our subconscious beliefs and intentions. This is very important to know that we tend to see what aligns with our perceived notion. In other words, it influences our perceptions and the outcome we experience. Why I'm saying this? Every time for those lives I prepare, I'm trying to go into it with a very open mind, to hear different points of view and to include them in our lives, not to offer you only my single point of view and my perception on the matter. And I also am very happy when people ask questions, because that gives a different perspective on the subject we are discussing. That's why I am trying to look at many angles for every live I'm doing for you, and I hope that they are really very important and very helpful for you to use it in your life. So why we are talking about toxicity in our environment? Well, it's trendy. Okay, I'm joking. It's trendy, it's true, but it's very, very important because in our environment we have a lot of hormonal disruptors. And this is what you hear very often on the net. Yes, it is true. These are hormones that mimic our natural hormones, and while they are participating, they're leaching into our body, they are changing our environment. They are changing the processes that occur in our body, and that leads to toxicity, to immune disruption, and we need to detox. You know, detox is very popular too. I have a few notes always to say about detox, but this is part of another video. So what do we know from the chemistry about interaction between surfaces? Well, we know that even when there are two hard surfaces next to each other, there is a molecule interaction and exchange between the two surfaces. And if this is one is liquid, the other one is hard, then the exchanges are even greater. And that's what is happening when, let's say, Lululemon produces your beautiful pants for exercise, which I wore all my life when I was aerobics instructor, trainer, and now even to that moment, I absolutely love them. But recently I saw a video on the net, and the guy was saying that in the crotch of those pants, there are the forever toxins, the PFAs. What is PFA? It's toxic fluorinated chemicals. So those toxic fluorinated chemicals are the so-called forever chemicals. And when you wear those pants without underwear, I know a few people were doing this. Please don't do it. What happens is we have literally damage of the immune system, because those chemicals, when there is a leak of our fluids over them, it changes the surface of that material, and those chemicals then leak into our body. You know, down there, there are a few holes where it will be so easy for those chemicals to go through. What else do they do apart of the damage of the immune system? They decrease the effectiveness of certain vaccines like diphtheria or tetanus, for instance. It is also linked to cancer. It is a hormonal disruption. I told you in the beginning, the hormonal disruption occurs where the hormones, those artificial hormones, they mimic our natural hormones, and that causes quite a havoc in our body. And also, especially those forever chemicals, which are not only in those pants, but quite in a few places around us, also can lead to low birth weight of the newborn baby. So, saying all that, I'm aware that it is very detrimental for some people, and at the same time, it doesn't bother other people. It doesn't influence their health, at least obviously. So why is that? I don't know. I will try to explain it now with two examples. First of all, people for whom it's detrimental. Let me give you an example. I had that client who had a thyroid cancer, and she was telling me that the whole neighborhood was situated under power lines. This is somewhere in Western Canada. I think it was in Alberta, but I'm not sure. And she said all the people, including the children, who lived under this power line, except one person, got cancer. And the government got involved, and they couldn't prove that these are the power lines, but everybody moved away from that place. First they thought that this is the water, and then the power lines were the only thing that is different from the next neighborhood where there was no cancer, or not at this rate at least. But that one person did not get cancer. And I think it's something to do with their determination for health, their beliefs, and their control over their physical body. And here is my other example. And the example is about Wim Hof. I'm sure that many of you heard about him. He's very popular in internet, like one of the pioneers who started talking seriously for ice baths, and became very popular with that. I want to tell you that the Russians, for many centuries, they would do under the ice dips for that reason, for health reason, but that never became so popular. And Wim Hof, I have to give him, he achieved amazing things, because he also teaches people to improve their body, their mind, their control over their body to the level where they can control what can go in and what the body can kill, and how the body can protect itself consciously to control that. I watched the video of him. He was injected with E. coli. You know, E. coli is a bacteria that resides in our small intestines and gives a lot of problems to many of us for health problems. And he was injected, and 15 minutes later, the body started really shaking, and the body expelled eventually that, or killed that bacteria. So through his mind, he made that to happen. It made that possible. As you can see, some people are untouched from the environment, and they really work hard about it, and they are aware that they're something that is called nutrient robbers. I found this in a book, and I would like to mention a few of those for you so you are aware. It's a reference table from a book called Nutrient Robbers for some common nutrient robbers. What is a robber? What is it robbing? And what is the supplementation protection from this robbing of nutrients? So first of all, you have the air pollutants. As soon as you're on the street, or as soon as you are in an office where everything is artificial, you have air pollution, because even in the office, from the walls, from the chairs and everything, there is evaporations of different molecules which we are breathing. So air pollutants, they rob us from all vitamins. And the supplement protection, the minimal supplement protection, is vitamin E, C, A, particular fish oil, fish liver oil, dairy products, leafy green vegetables, nuts and seeds. This is the minimum protection from those. Then you have the alcohol. The alcohol is a big nutrient robber. It robs us from vitamins like A, D, K, E, entire B complex, chlorine, magnesium. It has liver damage very often, and lately they talk a lot about the brain damage. It literally shrinks the brain, the alcohol. What can you do about it? Multivitamins, minerals, nutritional yeast, whole pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, and etc. Many herbs. So other robbers, robin is a bird, are chlorine, for instance. Chlorine you have in the water, chlorine you have in other products. It robs us mainly from vitamin E. And yeah, you have to take vitamin E. Coffee, soft drinks with caffeine, vitamin B1, biotin, potassium, zinc, phosphorus, prevents calcium assimilation and a soft iron assimilation. When you drink coffee and a lot of soft drinks, it's good to be aware that you have to take B complex vitamins. Of course, saying this, you have to know that first of all, we have to get as much as possible from our food, because the vitamins have a percentage of assimilation. It could be 50, it could be 30, it could be 80. Everybody claims 90. I'm not sure if that's true. Then you have fluoride. Yay! I can't believe I'm talking finally about this fluoride. Fluoride in the toothpastes, fluoride in the water. The main robber is the fluoride, which is robbing the vitamin C. Vitamin C, very strong antioxidant, very important for the human body. So you have to take vitamin C for that. Then we have stress. I've spoken about stress many times. Stress can be physical, mental, and spiritual. All vitamins are robbed by the stress. When you are in a stressful situations, the recommendation is to take entire B complex, vitamin C, zinc, and other things. You can help yourself a lot with herbs as well. Then we have finally sugar and flour, which are enriched or bleached. What do they rob us from? Vitamin C, B1, calcium, folic acid, phosphorus, B complex. Obviously, you have to just recover with the supplement protection of those. The next thing I would like to talk about is yes, there are many techniques to become strong and to show your stamina to the world, and to use your stamina to prevent you from temptations before you become that Iron Man or Iron Woman. But before that, it is good to give you some example, which is a nutrition in a nutshell, what or lifestyle, how to use our nutrition in order to neutralize the toxicity of the environment. It's going to be short. I have this list here. I can share it with any of you if you ask me for it. It's called How to Approach, how to achieve optimum health and fitness with applying of the following nutritional principles. And I'm going to mention just a few of them. If it's white, don't eat it. What do I mean by that? White flour, milk, and white sugar. They are processed by pasteurization and homogenization, and those foods you have to use caution. In the States, they sell non-pasteurized milk. If you like to drink milk, this is the milk to go with. Also, if you can't pronounce the words of the ingredients, don't buy it. If it wasn't there 10,000 years ago, don't eat it. If it's sweet, but it's not freshly squeezed, it's a sugar water. Don't eat it. The longer the shelf life of the product, the worse the quality of the product. Aside from good water, if you are eating a food that is clear, disease grows ever near, they say. For example, clear apple juice is one of the examples. If you squeeze, make your own apple juice, it's never clear. If it's a clear apple juice, it's packed with chemicals. Choose meat produce, which are organic or free range, or where you know the butcher. I do not know if I'm buying organic, but I'm going to a butcher whom I trust, and the meat is fantastic. He tells me, he guarantees that the meat is clean. The taste is quite different from the taste in the store. So always season your foods and water with 100% unprocessed sea salt. I know Himalayan salt is very popular. People always tell me, oh, I put a sprinkle of Himalayan salt. It's a great addition to your salt taking habits, but Himalayan salt is a mountain salt. It has less vitamins and minerals comparing to, and trace minerals, comparing to the Celtic sea salt or the New Zealand sea salt. Why I'm mentioning the New Zealand sea salt? Because it is lower in metal toxicity, as the area where New Zealand, Australia is way cleaner comparing to the rest of the world. The Celtic sea salt is high in magnesium, and there's a lot of research about this sea salt. So I suggest you buy the oily part. You will see in the package, the plastic is oily. So of course, drink water and follow the 80-20% rule. If you can make it 90-10, it's even better. So 80% you are perfect at home, you do everything right, and 20% you will be exposed and your body will manage with it. Okay, so another thing, we were talking about the immunotypes. From the 4 immunotypes I spoke about, I find that the hyperactive immunotype is the one which is most prone to problems from the environment. Because when you fill out your quiz, remember I said that I produced a PDF with this quiz, and you can ask me about it to find out which type of immune system you are, and then you will send me the screenshot of your results, and I will send you what to do, the general guidelines to help yourself. This is when you have seasonal all year round allergies. Allergies come very often from toxification. There are food allergies which are, we call them like inherited food allergies. Certain tribes, certain ancestors we had, they cannot eat certain types of foods. Like in Europe, they cannot process bugs. Bug food is well received in certain tribes in New Zealand because their ancestors have developed that digestive system for centuries, eating those type of foods. That's what I mean, the inherited allergies. Then we have sensitivities, we have asthma and chronic coughs. These are people with certain type immunotype, or we call them hyperactive immunotype. You have eczema, itchy rashes, physical reactions to strong scents and odor from the environment, allergic reaction to medications, tendency to get yeast infection, and etc. etc. So I can give you the quiz, and you can try and check for yourself to see which type of immunotype you are. And at the end, I would like to go room by room to tell you where is the toxicity in those rooms in our homes and what to do about it. I prepared a little PDF, but then I found this wonderful PDF prepared by Toxic Nation Canada. And I encourage you to have it. Either go on the website and download it, or contact me and I'll send it to you. So in this PDF about to make your home healthy again, they give you by room what is to avoid and what to use instead. You have living room, kitchen, bedroom, nursery, home office, basement, there are web resources, there's glossary at the end. Very, very well done PDF document. So, for instance, I will go over just quickly, I'm not going to read the whole 8 pages. In the living room, which is something very much I worry about, are the carpets. The carpets contain stain repellents and brominated flame retardants. That means that they leak constantly. Instead, you can use organic or natural fiber carpets such as wool, cotton, rattan, or jute. Or don't use carpets, which is my choice. No carpets in my home. Then you have the curtains as well. You have the chemical air fresheners. I can't believe people use that at home. I would suggest essential oils, but not refresheners, please. Just simply open the window, but don't do the refresheners. Then you have the kitchen. Then that theme is enormous. I will only mention the plastic food wraps and the plastic containers. Every time you put a food inside, there is an interaction interaction or molecular exchange between the food and the plastic surface, and that those molecules are going into your body. They're hormonal disruptors. They mimic your natural hormones, and they cause problem in your immune system. This is the only thing in the kitchen, but the kitchen section is quite big. Then you have the bedroom, and you know, mattresses have brominated flame retardants as well. They have plastic or foam. Then we have bed sheets that are wrinkle resistant. They contain formaldehyde. Instead, use just 100% cotton, hemp, wool as well, linen. Then you have the bathroom. I'm not going to stop there. That's, again, a lot of things in the bathroom. We have the nursery. I think those of you who have children, yeah, you have to be very, very careful with that. Children are they don't have quite a serious immune defense in the early years of their lives. Then you have the home office. The wood very often has toxic finishing. So this is one of the things. Just use solid wood. We have basement. I'm not going to stop here. We have garden, chemicals, pesticides, etc. And then you have a very interesting glossary where it is explained what is toxic, what is Teflon, synthetic fragrances, stain repellents, and etc. Very, very good PDF. So call me if you would like to have this PDF. So this is the lecture about the toxicity. I try to be as multi-angled as possible to present it at your attention. If you have anything to add, please feel free to add it below in the comments. If you would like any of the PDFs I've mentioned already, contact me. You know where to find me. And yeah. I'm Maria Tanova, wellness therapist and herbalist, and I would like to thank you for watching of this live.
Join our Healthy and Community Facebook group. If you have any questions, please free to comment below. Don't forget to follow and subscribe for more.